Hey, we're the Huge Movie Fanatics here, and he's got a solo review coming at you for Jack Reacher, which I've only seen the previews for, and the previews were pretty much a huge letdown. Let's find out how the movie was.
I was at the screening of Dark Knight Rises last year, and there was a preview for Jack Reacher, and after it was over, I heard some guy go, "It was stupid," because it's an underwhelming. I think it was the first trailer.
Yeah.
It was underwhelming. It was like, Tom Cruise is fighting the guy, and he's like, "Really?" It was like the end. So I mean, it was an unimpressive trailer, and I understood. I sympathized with the guy. I was like, and the thing about I just did a blind buy on Jack Reacher because I don't know why. I just felt that after Mission Impossible 4, I just felt that if Tom Cruise felt it was worth doing, I just had faith in him because, like I said, he's in these days, Jack Reacher he produced it, and just like Mission Impossibles and everything like that, and possibly Oblivion. I imagine he's got some kind of a producerial reign in that. But I really respect, if you've seen our what the hell review did I talk about that in? I can't remember. Oblivion, yeah. So I won't say it all again. But if you've seen the Oblivion review, I really respect what Tom Cruise is doing these days. And I bought it thinking it'd be maybe a 2.5, 3-star movie. It ended up being a 3.5-star movie. Now Jack Reacher is very interesting, and I've seen it twice. And because it reminded me of like the early 90s, of a movie of the early 90s. It's not one of these slam bang 500 cuts in the first 5 minutes.
I hate that.
It's really annoying. And it's one of these movies, and you should not think of it. It's not an action movie. It's got I wouldn't think of it as an action movie. That way, the little bit of action that's in it is as a nice surprise, is a nice bonus. Because if you think about it, if you go into it thinking it's an action movie, there's not enough of it, then you're going to be disappointed because it's not an action movie. So I would suggest going into Jack Reacher, not thinking of it as an action movie, but just thinking about it as kind of like a mystery whodunit or whatever. It's a really cool. I'm not going to go into the story or anything like that. To keep it short, I'll basically just say the movie is pretty well written, based on a book, I guess, famous book or whatever, One Shot, and but. The movie is really confident in a great way, and it's got some, some of the fights. I commented before, I don't know what the hell review it was that I talked about. I don't really like, hand to hand, but because if it's done in a too big way, but the way it's done in this movie, there's a really funny scene in a bathroom where two guys are trying to, which maybe I'll put a clip on because it's on YouTube. I can take it and put it in here, where the two guys are trying to beat him up in a really confined bathroom, and it's just funny as all shit, and you'd probably agree.
Yeah, sometimes that, well, I haven't seen the movie, but it reminds me of, you telling me, what was the hockey movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme? It takes place, there's like terrorists trying to blow up a hockey arena, and he fights the mascot. The villains are in the mascots. And he has like a closed hand-to-hand combat. It's like the only Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I actually like. But he has like this hand-to-hand combat thing with this dude in a mascot suit, and it's just like funny because they're in a tight room and they don't have much range of movement, and these two brutal men who are trying to fight and they just can't.
One's in a mascot suit.
And one's in a mascot suit. The absurdity of it just makes it genius.
Right. Do you think that was?
I feel like it was meant to be kind of.
What do you feel like?
I feel like the title was like Knockout or Knockout.
No, I can see the title.
I know.
Is the cover like a high shot of the fucking, and it's always just like his face?
Yeah.
No, it's a 2-word title, but
it's a 2-word.
I can see it right there. I can see the
and
font.
it's a really good movie.
It's not Knockout.
It's Die Hard in an arena.
Right. Yeah.
But excellent movie. Anyway, Jack Reacher.
So Jack Reacher, yeah, it's to keep a long story short, it's cool and it's pretty good, and it's like I say, it's just really cool. It reminds me of 1992, 1993. Just a really low-key movie, and what's great about it is it's low-key, and then when things happen, and things happen, like more eventful actionist stuff happen in a way where it's like, this is a small one, and they get bigger as the movie goes on. By the end, there's a kind of a cool scene in a wherever it is, a mining pit or some kind of a situation where there's a shootout and oh, what's his name? Who just I don't know how much longer he's gonna keep going. Robert Duvall is in it, and he just seems no older than he was 10 years ago. He just I don't know what the hell he sold to whoever to keep whatever, but he's just sounds and looks exactly the same. He's it seems like he's been old in movies. He was old in Days of Thunder, and he's like no older than he is in Days of Thunder. He's like that age, and that's what he's gonna be forever. But this was this cool shootout with like no music at the end, and the sound design. I got like 5.1 surround at home, and the sound design on this movie, and especially that shootout at the end that's got no music. It's just like, and it's just really a cool low key. And you could, it's got actiony parts, but like I say, I would hesitate in calling it an action movie.
I feel like the marketing for the movie was the misstep here.
Yes, and the title is stupid.
It really is. Although one-off or
one shot,
it wouldn't have been.
which is
much
actually
better.
on the slate.
Oh really?
And when you look at the behind the scenes,
It's not much better.
no, it isn't. So whatever. But I took a chance, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'll definitely check it out again. And
yeah, I'll check that one out. I've heard good things. I have a friend who watches the channel, and he recommended it to me. So.
Well, he's right. Jack Reacher's, for me, a 3.5 star movie. Check it out if you have a chance. Thanks for watching.